लव जिहाद, लैंड जिहाद, ऑल दिस इज ओल्ड यार. छोड़ो कल की बात पुरानी. नए दौर में लिखेंगे वोट जिहाद की कहानी.
वोट जिहाद करता है तो वोट जिहाद.
मोर देन योगी जी बटेंगे तो कटेंगे और पीएम्स एक हैं तो सेफ हैं. वोट जिहाद was the highest selling hate product in the election rallies of Maharashtra. Statements like these, when they come from repeat offenders like Suresh, Chavanke or Kajal Hindustani, are not new, but it's another thing when the deputy chief minister, who is also the home minister of Maharashtra, makes such unsubstantiated claims. 2 weeks before the elections were declared in October, Fadnavis in a speech in Kolhapur claimed that over 1 lakh complaints of love jihad have been noticed. He said that while he is not against interreligious marriages, there is a conspiracy to spoil Hindu women. In the same speech, he also claimed that vote jihad cost the BJP 14 seats. Claims around vote jihad have been repeated by him in several recent interviews to top journalists while the model code of conduct was in place. In the last week of campaigning, his comments on Aurangzeb and claims on recapturing Pakistan also made headlines. Yogi Adityanath's batenge to katenge statement faced backlash from some of BJP's own allies in the state, including NCP's Ajit Pawar, Ashok Chavan, who recently switched from the Congress to the BJP, and even Pankaja Munde, their own party leader. Fadnavis tried to explain that it was in fact a message of unity that was being misunderstood. Coming to Nitesh Rane, who is currently facing several FIRs for hate speeches across Maharashtra, he also repeated that vote jihad will not be allowed in the assembly elections like it happened in Lok Sabha. The claims of vote jihad got further ammunition last week when Maulana Sajjad Numani, spokesperson of the All India Muslim Personal Law Board, released a list of constituencies to urge Muslims to vote for the opposition. Now, there is no doubt in the fact that in Maharashtra, the consolidation of Maratha, Dalit and Muslim votes in the favor of the opposition dented the BJP in several Lok Sabha seats. But in a democracy like India, can communities be vilified for their choices to vote against a party or a coalition whose leaders have spread hate against them repeatedly? More importantly, was the consolidation of these communities the only reason for the ruling Mahayuti's poor performance in the Lok Sabha elections? Beyond all these narratives, if one bothers to look at some facts, consolidation was just one of the reasons. Several issues like state reeling under drought, no MSP for cotton and soybean crops, which are the primary crops grown in Vidarbha and Marathwada, and where the BJP and the Mahayuti faced the maximum damage. Export ban on onions along with 40% duty hitting their market prices. Politics of breaking parties and boosting the sympathy for Sharad Pawar and Uddhav Thackeray. And undoubtedly, consolidation of Marathas against the BJP while demanding reservation from the OBC quota were some of the few key reasons that led to the NDA's poor performance in the Maharashtra Lok Sabha elections. Scores of BJP leaders, including leaders of the RSS, have spoken about voters being irked by the BJP's alliance with the Ajit Pawar-led NCP. Among the Dalit voters, the opposition drove the narrative that a BJP majority will lead to changing of B.R. Ambedkar's constitution. But the funda is clear. It is easier to blame minorities like Muslims and Christians whose votes you know you already don't have than blaming the majority communities like the Marathas and the farmers of the state who form 28% and 55% of the state's voters respectively, and without whose votes no party can be in power. Speaking of some other non-constitutional position holding players, Suresh Chavanke, a regular speaker at rallies organized by the Sakal Hindu Samaj, an umbrella body of Hindutva outfits, has been on a tirade of love jihad and land jihad claims. A few days ago, he also walked along Mumbai's Marine Drive and pointed at Muslim families and individuals sitting there claiming capturing of public spaces. References to Muslim majority areas as Pakistan, claims of Christians attempting to convert Hindus are very common in his speeches. This time in Maharashtra, he also attacked the queer community, saying that it is against the Hindu family system. Kajal Hindustani. Most of her speeches at events organized by the Sakal Hindu Samaj peddled similar narratives as Chavanke, like Muslims wanting to convert India to an Islamic state or accusing Saif Ali Khan of resorting to love jihad. Figures like these and the statements they made eventually also led to polarizing figures like Akbaruddin Owaisi making open jibes in reference to their own hate speech from the past. Meanwhile, another sitting CM, Hemanta Biswa Sarma, has openly given hate speeches in Jharkhand as well. The detailed report on it by our correspondent Aliza Noor can be read on the Quint's website. So, as is the story in every election, hate was used as a blatant weapon to polarize, and if Lok Sabha elections are any lesson, it will only lead to consolidation on both sides. Who will it benefit? For that, don't forget to follow the Quint's Result Day coverage on Saturday 23rd of November. And don't forget to extend your support to us by becoming a member.